Join us for the inaugural Architect My Life Podcast Series, where we recap the AIA Women's Leadership Summit in Boston 2023. You're listening to the Architect My Life podcast, a show dedicated to empowering women architects and designers to achieve business growth, financial freedom, and health and wellness. I'm AIA Schlachter, your host and CEO of MGS Global Group. Our company provides Revit, ArchiCAD, and CAD drafting services to busy architects and design firm owners. This podcast is proudly presented by MGS Global Group. This series was recorded during the Women's Leadership Summit Happy Hour hosted by the Immigrant Architects Coalition and Women Architects Collective, proudly sponsored by MGS Global Group and UTILE. During this episode, I ask our guests two questions. What are your biggest takeaways from the AIA Women's Leadership Summit? And how has the summit inspired you as a woman in architecture? I look forward to inspiring conversations with incredible women from the summit and members of the Immigrant Architects Coalition. Now let's dive into the episode. Hi, Graciela. Can you introduce yourself to the people who don't know you yet?
Hi, AIA. Thank you so much for having me here and for sponsoring this amazing event where we are right now at Happy Hour at UTILE. My name is Graciela Carrillo. I am an architect originally from Bogota, Colombia. I came to the States with a work visa, and right now I've been working in consulting all these years, but right now I'm working in the facilities department at an agency in Long Island called Nassau Boses. I'm also very active in AIA. I have been the past president of the Long Island chapter, first Latina president, by the way. Right now, I'm in the Strategic Council, which is a national group, and I was just elected to be the moderator next year for the Strategic Council, so I'm really excited about that. I'm also the Women in Architecture co-chair of the Long Island chapter, and I'm also one of the co-founders of the Immigrant Architects Coalition, a nonprofit organization, and I'm also a planning member of Architina, which is another nonprofit organization helping Latinas.
And your podcast?
And I have a podcast with my peers at the Immigrant Architects Coalition. You can listen to that podcast on Apple, Spotify, Amazon, all the platforms. So please listen to us.
So what are your biggest takeaways from the Women's Leadership Summit this year?
Well, my biggest takeaways is really to support each other, uplift each other. Those are really like my base missions in my life, is to support others, help others. We all been through a lot of struggle through our life, not only because we are women, but also minority and immigrant people. So my takeaway is that if we are together in this and we support each other, we can empower each other and we can go further in our career paths, in our leadership paths, and everything else that we want to do in life.
So, Graciela, you're already doing so much, but my last question for you is, how has this summit inspired you as a woman in architecture? I mean, other than the things that you're doing.
Well, the summit for me has been the catalyst of my leadership path. I attended the summit for the first time in 2017 when I received a grant from the shopping chain grant. And because of that, it really opened a lot of doors. I met amazing women that really inspire me and empower me. I went back to Long Island at that time and created the Women in Architecture. And since then, everything that I have done, I have to say it started here at the Women Leadership Summit. So I'm always supporting women to come here. We created in AIA Long Island a budget to send someone from the board every year to the summit. And I would love to work in creating more grants across the country to bring more people here. So if you are aware of the shopping chain grant, please go and support that initiative because it changed my life. I said that all the time, and it could change the lives of many other women.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Architect My Life, a podcast brought to you by MGS Global Group. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you'd like to add to the conversation through your own experiences, I encourage you to be a guest in one of our upcoming episodes. Visit architectmylife.com to apply and learn how. I firmly believe that a strong community drives change and fosters success. If you'd like to be part of this community, join the All Women Architect My Life Facebook group. Please take a moment to review us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your podcasts. Thanks again for listening. I'm Aya Schlachter. Until next time.